Here we go. The boys are unofficially back. It's match sim on the Gold Coast. Let's get into it. So before we do jump into it, I can't wait. I'm flying out tonight to go watch this game. It's going to be super fun. There's going to be a swooping around. So if you're from Queensland and you're going to that game, there is going to be a swooping around at the end of the game. There's going to be a vlog as well. I'm absolutely excited that footy's back. These hats, they get released the end of February, so they'll be there. They'll be there by round one. Everyone who's ordered them will receive them. T-shirts are coming out as well. These look absolutely crazy. I love it. They're all which is amazing, and we still got some hoodies as well. Best way to support the channel is by buying merch, subscribing, liking, sharing it with your friends, because we've got goals to hit. I want to hit 15k subs, right? We got goals to hit this year. Let's go. Now, let's talk about this game. Let's get into it. So it's the big three death match at the moment with match sim. It's three teams. It's a nice little round robin. They're not quarters, they're periods. There's going to be 6 periods. The first 2 periods are Collingwood and the Lions. Then it's Gold Coast and the Lions. And then it's Gold Coast and Collingwood. So we start it, we end it, we have a nice little break in the middle. Very weird, but this happens because of, I'm pretty sure it's because Fremantle played the All-Stars. So they've already played their preseason game, their match sim sort of thing. They don't got to play. It's uneven. The Pies have been up in the Gold Coast since Monday, so they're doing like a training camp there, which is nice. Remember last year, we did talk about how Collingwood were probably or looking at selling a game up there so they can stay there for 2 weeks and play Brisbane and the Gold Coast Suns. That didn't eventuate this year, but I think that's what they're sort of doing now, where they're there for a week. They're doing open training. They're doing a couple of things with the Queensland Magpies Supporters Club as well. So that's happening tonight, Wednesday night. So Matt, if you're watching, shout out to you guys. Hopefully I get to see you guys tonight. But yeah, the Pies are up there for a week. It's match simulation. Footy is real footy is right around the corner. It's footy now. It's not real footy, but it's here. The season starts in a couple of weeks. Match sim is tomorrow. Now, what can we expect? So I think we can expect a pretty good hit out. I think everyone's going to be playing for most of their periods anyway. So remember, there's 4 periods. Probably the first half or the first game, they showed their strongest side. So kind of like in match simulation at the AIA Centre where we had a side A and a side B. I dare say that we show our strongest hand straight up. I know Fremantle after the All-Stars game, Justin Longmire said, oh, you know, we didn't want to show our entire hand. We played vanilla on purpose. Brother, do you not think people are just going to see anyway? Like, you want to show the competition, oh, they're here. They're here to party, right? They are here to party. So I dare say in that first game, Collingwood-Brisbane, we do have our strongest hand. And what does that sort of mean? It means reef in the back line. It means, you know, seeing how, in my opinion, seeing how the 3 M's will work, the big M's, the what are we calling them? The triple M's. I keep forgetting what we're calling Memory, Mycheck, and McStay up in the forward line. But we're going to see how that works. Does Cox sit out a little bit so we can see how Cameron and McStay work in the ruck and in tandem doing that? So I think the first game for us, or the first 2 periods, is going to be a little bit of a test and seeing what side A really works like. And then, and you know, you'll see some youngsters get a run through as well. It's not like, well, in my opinion anyway, I don't think it's going to be, all right, this is the 23 that are starting in round 0. No one else is going to play. We want to see how they get together. You will see some of the youngsters run through. But I dare say in the second game against the Suns, that's when you see more of Charlie West and I don't know, McStay sitting out and Will Hayes in the forward line, because I don't think Bobby Hill's playing. So Will Hayes in the forward line. Does Cochrane get a go? So it's a tantalizing prospect. Look, I know match sim means nothing. The real practice match is next week against Richmond. So match sim doesn't really mean anything. Scores don't matter as long as everyone's sort of having fun. But I think the best thing about it is seeing not so much the matchups. I couldn't give 2 stuffs about who Brisbane have got lining up and who Gold Coast have got lining up. I want to see what we've been seeing in training against real opposition. Now, whenever I do a training video and I'm talking about Reef, or I'm talking about Charlie West, or I'm talking about Membry, or whoever I'm talking about, I always preface it by saying, I know it's training, but it's so exciting to get to see them. I know it's just against those their teammates, so I understand that they're not going as hard, but they're still looking good. But now we get to see what Reef has been working on for the last 3 months. That's what I'm most excited about. Reef McGuinness in that back line, he has gone past Frampton, he's gone past Charlie Dean, he has cemented his place in that back line via training, in my opinion. Obviously, I don't know why I keep saying in my opinion. This is my video. Of course, they're all my opinion. I want to see him put all of that hard work into practice against the Lions and against Gold Coast. I want to see him flying, intercepting, and using that footy IQ and going back with the ball. Everything that he's been doing in training against Membry, against Myercheck, against Mason Cox. I want to see him doing it against Brisbane and Gold Coast, and I think he will. I can't wait to see that partnership that him, Darcy, and Jeremy Howe start to tee up. Other things that I'm excited for is Harry Perryman has been dominating in the midfield at training. Even Scott Pendlebury said he reminded him of Luke Ball, which is just incredible when you think about it that way. So that's really cool. Dan Houston off the halfback, of course. But if there's one thing I'm really not worried, I just want to know how it's going to work, is Josh Dacos in the back line, off that half back line. Now, he's been training with the defenders ever since he came back from that calf injury. We know that he's going to play half back. So it's going to be Dan Houston, Josh Dacos, Isaac Quaynor off that half back line. That's going to be interesting to see. So I want to see how that sort of works, how they're going to work out. Do they, are they playing those three players at the same time in the same sort of area? Does Josh Dacos get a mention on the wing? I assume he does. It's pretty much Lipinski's role at the moment, that wing. And then, I want to see what does it look like with Warhorse Elliott and Harry Perryman in the same team. There's a lot of depth to our team at the moment that this game will just show us what our best workaround is going to be with this. And it's a beautiful, beautiful problem to have. Now, we know we definitely won't see Tom Mitchell. We know we won't see Harvey Harrison. We know we're probably not going to see Jordan De Goey. I dare say if De Goey does play, it will be next week against Richmond. If they think he's okay to go, I would love to see him play just one period, maybe towards the end in the Gold Coast, in that Gold Coast game, that sixth period. I would love to see that. Just give us a little bit of a taste. Hopefully the bone bruising has gone down a little bit, but I would love to see that. Other than that, Nick Dacos is ready to go. We know he's going to dominate. I personally would only play Nick Dacos for one period of Brisbane, one period of Gold Coast maybe, or 2 periods of Brisbane, or the 2 periods of Gold Coast. I'm not putting him through 2 teams like that. Just look after him. And you've got to see a lot of that. You're going to see a lot of the players that were playing in that first game not playing in that second game. So, there's going to be a lot of comings and goings. But look, this is the first proper match preview. Well, this is the first match preview for 2025. And I know we don't have it's not like a normal one. I'm not going to do like a prediction or anything like that, because how can you predict a match simulation? But you can hear it in my voice. I am so goddamn excited. And I know we had that ticketing fiasco yesterday, but I am so excited. And I think I'm more excited that I get to go there and watch the guys. I've never been to, is it Metricon? People First? What is it called now? People First Stadium. Entry is free. Awesome. Thanks, sons. I've never been to People First Stadium before, so I can't wait for that. I've always wanted to go. So that's going to be really exciting. I love their pink jerseys, the Gold Coast Suns, for Gather Round. I really, really dig that. I look good in pink as well. But it's going to be fun. Just seeing the boys run around when it's not in training is going to be second to none. And it's right around the corner. It's right. What are we? February 19. We're literally, is it what, 3 weeks? 3 weeks away or something from March. When's our first game? March 8 or March 9. We're a few weeks away from when it all kicks off. And if you're not excited now, come on, get excited. I think this is only getting streamed on KO. So, if you got KO, maybe on the Collingwood website, but I'm not sure about that, but it's definitely going to be on KO. Let me know your thoughts down below. Who are you most excited to see? What are you most excited to see? But until then, like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets. And until next time, double shackers. I'll swoop you later.